The human mind is a complicated system that I don't even begin to understand, which is why we're going to instead dive into the most complicated mind on planet Earth, your average black player in Magic the Gathering. Now, I could sit here and read off the entire astrology page about what black means and the color pie, but at the end of the day, if you are drawn to black as a color, you have some grief hidden behind the scenes, all right? And not that kind of grief, but like you're somewhere in the 5 stages of grief: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. And in this video, we're going to talk about all 5. But before we can, leave a like and subscribe. I'm an avocado, for God's sake, talking about Magic the Gathering. That's got to be pretty freaking sick. So, let's start with stage 1, denial. Wink, you get it? Anyway, denial is defined by scientists as a self-defense mechanism. Something bad happened, and now you are denying reality. And you might have become a little bit numb to something like death. Maybe like, oh, death doesn't really mean anything. Oh, I'm so numb to it now. Which is where, if you played Magic or your grandma died, you might have said, they're actually not dead after all. 1 black mana instant until end of turn. Target creature you control gains. When this creature dies, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control and attach a Wicked Roll token to it. Very cool, but not good for your mental state in real life. Same thing with reanimate. You know what I mean? Hey, something died in my game. I can bring it back. Death isn't real. You know what I mean? I could always just zombify something that means a lot to me. Well, that's not really, that's not super healthy. Now, you're probably dealing with the death of a childhood pet, like Sparky here. But I have some bad news for you. There is no farm upstate in real life. There's no reanimating. If you go to unearth your childhood pet, Sparky's going to look a lot different. All right? It's at this point where I was making the slideshow, I Googled cartoon dead dog like a weirdo and realized that dog's name is actually Sparky, which was like a subconscious thing because I drew this before I even, whatever, you get the point. It was wild. I just thought that was cool. Anyway, stage 2, anger. Look at my drawing. He's so cute. Anger is lashing out. Something bad happened. You're dealing with it. You're grieving. And now you're hurting others instead of processing your pain, which is bad. We can't actually be angry in the right color, but we can have hatred instead, which is like anger, but with a bigger nose, I guess, if we're looking at the art. Pay X life, target creature gets +X+0 until end of turn. You got counterspelled a lot? Well, I'm swinging my commander, and I'm paying 20 life. You're dead now. All right? I'm a big hater. Black mana is big haters. Okay? You got Dictate of Erebos, for goodness sake, the ultimate lashing out spell. 3 black. Whenever a creature you control dies, take it out on each opponent, is basically what it says. And you really doubled down on this effect. Butcher of Malak here, Grave Pact. If you're in this stage of being a black player, you need to move on real quick, okay? Because I just got one question: who hurt you? If you're running even one of those cards, you need to take a look at yourself. But that's okay, because it's step 3, bargaining. Okay, and bargaining is basically where you would pay any price. You're desperate. You need help at any cost, which is pretty fair because you're making a lot of deals in black, a lot of bargain. Literally, beseech the mirror. 1 and 3 black for a sorcery that has bargain. Wow, look at that. You can sacrifice an artifact, enchantment, or token. You should never make sacrifices in your real life. Okay, it's not healthy. Search your library for a card, exile it face down, then shuffle. If this spell was bargained, you get a better deal. You can now cast it for free. If you don't, put it into your hand. You have straight up dark bargain. 3 and a black. Look at a bunch of cards. It does damage to you. That's not healthy in real life. You shouldn't make dark bargains. Okay, it's bad. You need to move up. You need to move past it. You know what I'm saying? Kyrix, son of Yawgmoth. Don't even get me started on this guy. He's the freaking king of bargains with this little text right here. For each black mana in a cost, you can just pay 2 life instead. You're literally like killing yourself to cast your spells. That's dangerous. That's a dangerous mindset. But if I wanted to turn life into value, I wouldn't play Magic. I would go to Wall Street and be a stockbroker. Sick. Stage 4, depression. Everybody knows depression is just the big sad, and it's a hard to process feeling, and you feel a lot of things. And nothing makes a black player feel things more than a rest in peace. 1 and a white enchantment. Enters the battlefield. No more graveyards. Whoops. No more graveyards. If a card or token we put into a graveyard actually don't do that, exile it instead. And there's a lot of these effects. Tormod's Crypt, Relic of Progenitus, even our own Bojuka Bog can turn against us on occasion. And it sucks. Wizards even doubled down and gave us finality counters to really turn off our graveyard, to make death a permanent thing. Maybe they're helping us and trying to stop us from going down this dark path. But I gotta say, that's okay, because it's finally time for acceptance. Finally, we've reached the end of our run as a Black Magic player. We can finally say that sometimes death happens. It's a natural thing. Is what I would say if we didn't have cards like freaking Lich's Mastery, the coolest spell in the game. 3 and 3 black legendary enchantment hexproof. We can't lose the game. That's right, we never lose. If we gain life, draw cards. Hell yeah, we do. Whenever you lose life, maybe have a downside. And we're so good, we don't even need that bottom text, okay? Because our enchantment never gets removed. No one has mass enchantment removal, okay? And if they do, well, we try not to die. We have a Grey Merchant come in and steal a bunch of their life. We're awesome. We never die. Black Magic is awesome. It's dope. So in summary, if you play Black in Magic the Gathering, you're a death-obsessed, life-paying, degenerate, Wall Street bet, diamond hands, but you also got that really satisfying loops of regenerating stuff and bringing it back. It's pretty freaking sick. I like it. This brings us to the end of the video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you subscribe, subscribe. If you got some extra money lying around, donate to the children in Palestine using the link in the description down below. And hey, what color do I need to dissect next? Leave it in the comments down below. See you in the next one. Peace out.